Ohio State with a 1-0 lead over their rival Michigan Wolverines. You get a shot of Coach Kelly Kovac-Shanley for Ohio State. Michigan pitcher, 7th all-time in wins for them in her time. Also spent 3 seasons on the coaching staff for Carol Hutchins, a long-tenured coach of Michigan. Michigan certainly one of the most storied programs in fast-pitch softball. Coach Carol Hutchins, the winningest coach of all time. And the Wolverines won the national championship in 2005 and have been the beneficiaries of 39 straight winning seasons.
Certainly a tough program to go up against for Kovac-Shanley and company as they try to claw their way back up in the Big Ten standings after falling the first 2 games as the foul ball by Alex Bain keeps the count at 0-2.
Bain 1 for 2 on the day. She had a single in the 3rd inning, her 2nd attempt behind the dish. Bain playing right field for the Buckeyes this weekend. She shows good patience with the take.
And in game 1 and 2, Ohio State losing their first 2 games in conference play, since having their best start to open up play since 2009 overall, and best ever start to conference play with that 6-0 start.
And Bain wanted to check, but she had already committed. And that's strikeout number 6 for Megan Betza. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Buckeyes desperately want to open up the scoring, knowing Michigan can score just as quickly as they can. And Lily Piper 0 for 2 on the day, but homered off of Betza in game 1, shoots one to right field for a single. Natalie Peters gathers it up as Courtney Richardson substituted her way into left field to start this inning.
And Piper still continues to be hot at the plate, an emotional leader for this team.
The decision, the pinch running affair of bringing Wald into the game, moved Peters to right field, entered the flex player Richardson in left, and took Aiden Falk out of the field. So Emily Clark, she was intentionally walked in her last at bat and had a scalding single to left in her first try, is going to try to move Piper forward after she hit one into right field. Wind blowing the Stars and Stripes out to dead center right now. And certainly a hitter's day at Buckeye Field, but the pitchers have had all the glory. Emily Clark looks at ball 3, and the reigning player of the week is going to have her pick.
Really the first time we've seen Betza fall this far in the count.
A 3-0 pitch is inside, and that's back-to-back walks for Emily Clark. And now same situation with one less out as Taylor White is working her way to the plate. We saw the last time White was up, Clark was intentionally walked, and she had a scorching shot to the third baseman. Mana Morano jumped up and made the play to end the inning. So Megan Betza certainly having a little bit more trouble today than she did yesterday in her 10 innings pitched. She's allowed 6 hits today. She didn't allow any hits in her relief appearance yesterday and allowed just 4 the first go-around.
And White riding hot as well on a 10-game hitting streak. Has a team-high 22 RBI in that stretch, looking to have it continue as she fouls it off.
Taylor White hitting .348 with runners on, .333 with runners in scoring position. So far the Buckeyes are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. They haven't had a batter advance past second base other than Anna Kirk on her home run trot. That's in there for strike 2. Taylor White falling behind early with Becca Gavin on deck. Betza calls for time to meet with her catcher Alex Subject. And Taylor White will stand and ponder her decision as well. Taylor White from Granada Hills, California. The 0-2 is fouled right back off into the crowd, but the netting protected them as well. Taylor White has a league best RBI ranking in the Big Ten and conference games this season. And one of 3 players that has double-digit RBIs in Big Ten games. She swings through strike 3. It was a drop third strike. The runners won't advance, so there's nothing to worry about for the Wolverines. And jumping into the right-handed batter's box is Becca Gavin. Number 3, Becca Gavin, has had her struggles today. Megan Betza has struck her out twice.
And really been indecisive at the plate. A lot of check swings that we've seen from Gavin through her first 2 at-bats.
Betza's 1-0 pitch on the way. Becca Gavin just foul tips it back to the netting. Picture perfect day in Columbus, Ohio, about 73 degrees. And just winds calm enough. Becca Gavin showing some patience. But it's a 1-2 count. She's at risk. She's already struck out twice today. Last time looking at a Megan Betza pitch to end the at-bat. And the 1-2 is hitting to right field. Piper rounding third. She's going to score and slide into the catcher. Now Gavin going to second base. And a nice piece of hitting from Becca Gavin, as she has her 3rd RBI of the weekend, and Emily Clark's on third base.
And the Buckeyes desperately needing to find some insurance, get it in that Gavin hit as Piper comes around from second to score.
Becca Gavin just saw that one right off over Faith Canfield's head into right field.
And Gavin now 11 RBI on the year.
Lily Piper not too pleased with Subject blocking the plate there as she slid right through her leg. And now with 2 outs, Ashley Goodwin has a chance to put the Buckeyes up big. But there's going to be a discussion on the mound for Michigan. Pitching coach Jennifer Brundage out to talk with her senior Betza. Brundage has been on the staff for 19 seasons and spent time with the U.S. Olympic team, winning a gold medal in Sydney in 2000. The fans chanting, "Take her out." I don't think they'll get their wishes. It's quite aggressive. So the Buckeyes wearing their black jerseys today. They wore white yesterday. Michigan wearing their home whites, even out here in Columbus. For an electric crowd today, especially behind home plate in the family section.
The crowd that's seen a lot of bets and knows what she can do.
Ashley Goodwin lined out to the shortstop in her last at bat. Kind of hit it off the edge of the bat, just not enough juice on it to get anywhere, and then had a nice single up the middle in her first try.
And Betza showing that she's got plenty left in the tank as she goes right at it, getting the strike to even the count at 1-1.
Ashley Goodwin fouls that one up back towards us. And just another poor dad play in the stands, David. It's unbelievable. Should be out practicing today instead. So Megan Betza with a 1-2 count. Can't find the zone, so Goodwin has worked her way to 2-2.
The Buckeyes continuing to battle with 2 outs. So effective even with 2 on the board. Continuing to rally and not giving up in any inning.
The pitch to Goodwin is hit deep. She almost got the light post for the second time in this game, but it's fouled off the top of the batting cage.
I don't know what that light post did to Ashley Goodwin, but it better apologize and apologize soon. As she's got her eyes set out on taking out some anger on that light pole out in the Buckeye bullpen.
The 2-2 pitch. Goodwin, good eye. There's a base open at first. And on deck is Marati. And she stays in the game after Farah special ran for her. That ball's deep to left field from Ashley Goodwin, and this game is open. It's 5-0 Buckeyes. What a hit there and a home run from Ashley Goodwin to deep left center.
And again, the Buckeyes continuing this hot 2-out hitting streak. The 3-run home run puts it at 4 now here in the bottom of the 5th. More than half of the runs the Buckeyes have scored this season coming with 2 outs on the board. And Ashley Goodwin keeping it going with the long ball out into left field.
And Ashley Goodwin hitting that one deep to the wall. And that's her first home run of the season for the Buckeyes. She had 5 last year, but that's the first time she took one over the wall this year. So what a big play, and now the Buckeyes are up 5-0 on their dreaded rival Wolverines, and Ashley Goodwin, the latest to leave the yard for the Buckeyes, as they have 5 home runs in the 3-game series.
And not a situation that Betza is accustomed to, being down by this much and allowing 2 home runs in the game as well. And she will hand it off to the first baseman, Tara Blanco, who will take over. And Betza today.
Ohio State with another home run. You see there the Buckeye Bombs up there at the top of the rankings with Minnesota in Big Ten Conference totals for home runs. You see Tara Blanco into the game yesterday. We'll catch you up on her stats. She pitched in the second game, pitched 4 innings for the Wolverines, allowed 2 home runs, 1 to Becca Gavin and 1 to Taylor White. That recorded all 4 runs she allowed yesterday. No strikeouts. So a little bit different pace for the Buckeyes to face off against after having Betza pitch the first 5 innings. She'll come in with the bases empty after the bases clearing home run from Ashley Goodwin. And we're gonna make sure all the lineups are right behind home plate between the umpires. And a new wristband coming on for Alex Subject. The crowd is absolutely electric today. I cannot speak more of it. David, a full house. The parent section is electrifying the entire stadium, and I'm sure the fans at Bill Davis Stadium are feeling it in the air as well. It certainly helped the Buckeyes jump out to this 5-0 lead, as a parent just welcomed Tara Blanco to the Terra Dome behind home plate. So there's 2 outs. It's a 5-0 lead for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And Maddie Marati swings through strike 1.
And with Blanco taking the circle, Falk will move to first base. Peters is now in right field, and it will be Hoganrod in left to round out the changes for the Wolverines.
That one's fouled off into the bullpen. Crowded scene out there in the overflow of fans. He had a record for attendance yesterday, as Gabriella DiGiovanni touched on. And that record is sure to be broken with the crowd we have today. Ball outside 1-2. So Tara Blanco trying to settle into the game after the Buckeyes chased ace pitcher Megan Betza. Betza finished the game allowing 5 earned runs, and Tara Blanco gets Maddie Marotti to strike out. But not before the Buckeyes score 4 and extend their lead to 5-0 over the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan going to try to answer on the top of the 6th. We'll be right back on Big Ten Network.